This Italian chicken dish is packing over 50 grams of protein for just a hair over 500 calories. And honestly, it's so easy a caveman could do it because we're just throwing everything into one pot. It's a loose riff on the classic Italian pollo alla cacciatora, but I've optimized it for meal prep to give us 5 massive, satisfying portions for the week ahead. Let's get to work. Here's the lineup of our suspects. We're starting with the most annoying part of any recipe, chopping the veggies. First up, the mushrooms. I've got 500 grams, or about 1.1 pounds, of cremini mushrooms. Just wipe them down with a damp paper towel to get the dirt off. You can use any variety you like, though. Quick heads up, my microphone bit the dust right as I started filming, so if the cooking sounds a bit funky, or if you hear absolutely nothing, just imagine the majestic sizzle of a 5-star kitchen. Next, let's handle these onions. I'm using 2 small yellow onions weighing in at around 200 to 250 grams, which is about half a pound. Slice them in half, strip them down, unlike my last date, these actually have layers, and give them a rough chop. As always, if you miss a measurement, the full list of ingredients is waiting for you down in the video description. Now for the carrots. Just split them, slice them into sticks, and hack them into pieces. They say carrots help you see in the dark, which is a total myth invented by the British in World War II, but hey, at least they're better for your health than the other orange things people put in their mouths, like Cheetos. Finally, the bell peppers. I'm using 1 red and 1 green. It adds a nice pop of color, but use whatever makes your heart happy. Slice those into bite-sized pieces as well. For our main carb source, we're using 750 grams, which is about 1.6 pounds of potatoes. I'm using all-purpose potatoes, often called medium starchy, because they hold their shape but still get nice and creamy. Just like the rest of the crew, we're chopping them into bite-sized chunks. Now we just need the meat. Traditional cacciatora usually uses chicken drumsticks on the bone. But for meal prep, chicken breast is just way less of a surgical procedure when you're trying to eat at your desk. Grab some high-quality olive oil and toss a splash into a large pot. We're browning the chicken first. Don't forget a generous pinch of salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. We're only looking for the Maillard reaction here, that beautiful crust. To keep the breast from turning into a piece of rubber, pull it out as soon as it has some color. We'll slide it back into the bed of sauce right at the end. Put that empty pot back on the heat with a tiny splash of water. We're tossing the mushrooms in first with no oil. That little bit of water stops them from scorching before they start sweating out their own juices. Once they've lost their liquid and got some tan on them, hit it with a splash of olive oil and the rest of the veggies. In go the onions, the carrots, and the peppers. Let that whole party sear on high heat for about 5 minutes. Now, add the tomato paste, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and 4 cloves of freshly minced garlic. Let that toast for just a minute. Toasting the tomato paste is key. It cuts the acidity and gives the sauce a much deeper, darker flavor. Next, pour in 300 milliliters, or about 1 1/4 cups, of chicken broth and give it a quick stir. Now, add 2 cans of peeled tomatoes. You can break them up with your spoon, but they're going to fall apart during the simmer anyway, much like my willpower in a bakery. Lastly, add the potatoes and, this is optional but highly recommended, 2 sprigs each of fresh rosemary and thyme. Just lay them on top and fish the woody stems out later. Whatever leaves stay in, stay in. Lid on, and let it simmer over medium heat for 20 to 25 minutes until the potatoes are tender. The timing depends on how big you cut them. This is what we're looking for after 25 minutes. The smell alone is enough to make a grown man cry. By the way, before we get to the meat of the matter, hit like and subscribe real quick so you don't miss out on more gains. Otherwise, I'll assume you're only here for the veggie scraps. Now, slide that chicken back in and let it simmer uncovered for another 5 minutes. This reduces the sauce and finishes the chicken perfectly so it stays juicy instead of becoming a loofah. Now is the perfect time for a taste test. I'm adding one more pinch of salt to mine. All that's left is to divide our cacciatora into 5 containers and we're golden. Again, we're looking at about 53 grams of protein for just over 500 calories. If my math is correct, and it usually isn't, that's a ratio that makes even my tax advisor look exciting. This stays fresh in the fridge for up to 5 days, or you can freeze it for up to 3 months. If you're hungry for another recipe, just click right here. I'll see you there.